Hello and welcome back to part 2 of the file folio. I'm using the In Everything Give Thanks collaboration kit from Line Dot Arrow and RachandBella Crafts. And in this part of the video I'm going to show you how I create the journal, add a few more embellishments to the folio, as well as decorate the front and fix the issue with the magnet on the front. So let's get started with the journal. Okay, so we have all of our pockets, and I'm still debating on this one. I'm not sure that I'm going to add anything here because we're going to put our journal in. So let's get to working on the journal. So I've gone ahead and cut down 8 sheets of paper for my journal, and several of them are from the kit, and then I do have a couple of tea stained papers in here as well, or coffee stained. But also I had my sheets from the kit, I printed them on front and back so that there would be plenty of writing space in this one. I wanted this to be a writing journal, so I did put it together, but I haven't really paid attention to how I had the pages. I might want to swap some out just so we don't have any of the same pages together. That might work better right there. Even though they look the same, they're not. You've got this one, and then this one says gratitude. It's all, where it's from the same kit, it's all going to blend together nicely. And then, let's see, if I put this one here, I kind of want different pages so they're mixed in. So let me get them mixed in, and then we're going to sew them into this folio. So let's just see how the pages look. So I just chose some pages from the kit that were journaling pages where there's plenty of writing space and not a lot of pictures or designs. So that way you have plenty of room to write in this journal or add pictures, but I really imagine this as being a gratitude journal for the month of November. So that's what I really envisioned it as. So that's why I made it so that you have plenty of writing space. And there is 8 pages total, which is counting the cover too, but I think that would be plenty to use for the whole month of November. So I'm just going to put some clips on it to hold it in place. And then I'm trying to decide how I want to do this one, because I'm going to have it showing on the edge here, and I'm trying to decide what kind of thread I want on the outside. I'm thinking I may use my jute waxed up. Let's see. Let me find my needle. Okay. So let me get all my things out. And I do have this brown thread. That might look better. I'm trying to decide which one I want. I think I'll go with the brown thread. I think that's going to look the best. And I have this laid out because I'm going to decorate the front of the journal. I'll show you what happened. When I cut the journal down, it cut off some of the words, so it really looks kind of strange with what it says, because it said to have an attitude of gratitude. But when I cut it down, the gratitude got cut off, so it just says have an attitude. So I'm going to cover that up with a better saying. And I forgot to measure. So 1, 2, and 3 will be all we need. Okay. Set all this aside. And now let's just poke some holes in this. And I'm just going to put 3 holes, and I'm just going to first put the first one sort of in the center. There. And then we'll put one about 1 inch from the top. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I don't know if there's a way I can show you either, but I'm doing it about 1 inch from the top there. There we go. And then I'll do one from about 1 inch from the bottom. Just trying to make them as even as possible. There we have our holes. So now we're just going to sew it in. And I'll just start out in the center, and then, oops, and then go up at the bottom. And we'll just pull this down so I can hold it. Hold that little tail down. And then I'm going back through the top, and then we'll come right back through the center. Let's just pull it tight. Make sure it's tight on the outside there, yes. And then we'll just come right back through the center there. trying not to split our threads, and we didn't. So I just want to pull tight, have one on each side of the thread. Let's just take a look at that. I want to make sure my spine is nice and tight. Yes. Okay. I'm just going to tie this with a couple of knots, and then I'm going to put a bow in the center. There we go. I'm just going to trim the threads off. So I'm not going to add any beads because this folio is getting thick and there's not a lot of room to make the spine thicker, so it's best just not to add too many things to the journal itself, since it is just a writing journal. So I think that's pretty though. And I did put the Thanksgiving gratitude sheet in the middle, and that's just a sheet in the kit. And then it's in here again. Back here somewhere, yeah, there's gratitude and then Thanksgiving, because I thought it would be good to just keep a little chart of things there too. And then on the front, let me show you what I was talking about, how I'm going to decorate the front. Let me press that down some. Okay, so let me make sure everything's going to close up. Yes. And it is getting quite full, and I'm not sure that my magnet is working now, because I probably should have added maybe 3, maybe 1 in the middle and 1 on each end, or maybe I should have added 2, 1 on each end. So I've got a fix for that though. So this one is holding, as you can see, but it's just not holding as tight as I would like. So I've got a little fix that I think is going to fix that. So let's see here. Okay, right here you see it says have an attitude. It's supposed to say have an attitude of gratitude. But when it got cut off, I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, okay, I can't leave it like that. So here's a little card from the kit that says, let all that you do be done in love. So I'm going to put that there along with the little pumpkin. And I think that'll decorate the front up really cute. So sometimes when things like that happen, it actually enhances it because it turns out a little cuter than what it would have turned out. So, because you add a little bit more to it. And I like adding layers anyway to my projects. So let's just cover that part up. There we go. Press that down. We're going to put our little pumpkin on. And let me find my inking tool. I just want to get the white off of those edges where I just fussy cut him out. And this time, normally when I fussy cut, a lot of times I will, or most of the time, I leave an edge around it. But for these pumpkins, I cut them out right up against the edge of the pumpkin. I think I said pumpkin. Right up against the edge of the pumpkin. So I thought that looked better. And then I'm just going to add him right there. And I think that looks really good. Let's work on the front. Let's work on that because I really want to figure that part out. So I have some decorations I want to add to the front. I have this. And let's see, I have a little pumpkin. The word gratitude from the kit, and then I have this little tag. So I want to see something here. I have these bigger I thought that was my bigger magnets. Let me pull those out. That look just like them. This is my bin of all kinds of things. So here's some bigger ones. Let me see. That one's there. So what I'm thinking is, those are not going to work. I'm going to have to pull out the smaller ones again. Let's see how we see if we can make this work. So there's one. You have to use a plus and a minus and a plus. There's the plus. Oops. And they're really attracted to each other. So my thoughts is to add the magnet into the front decoration of the journal, and that will hold it closed too. So I'm going to just, first off, punch a hole in this tag. So I like this tag, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of brown to it. Because I've already inked the tag, I just needed to ink the hole where I punched it. So this was the decoration I was going to add on the front anyway, and I was going to layer it like this. But my new thoughts are that, let's see here. where I want this to be. Because my new thoughts are that the magnets are going to hide underneath here and it's going to hold it together. We're going to see how that works. So what I want to do is put one of the magnets underneath the tag. So I want to take a look here because I want this tag to be on the front, but then I want this little card here from the kit to be hanging over on, so when you open it up, it'll still be attached here. So let's take a look here, how I want that to look. Do I want that slid in more? If I do, then it's just going to be kind of hidden. My idea is probably about like there. There we go. So about right there. So I'm going to stick my magnet in the center of this tag. About the center of the tag will be perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to have to add some glue to the back of it. There we go. And then I got to figure out, I want it about the center of this right here. Just hold that there for a moment and let it dry. And while I'm holding it, I need to find a card to put on the back of this one. So that one may be the one. It's from the kit as well. Or that one. Oops. Well, you know what I forgot to do? I glued this down without gluing my tag down. So let's add some glue to the tag and then we'll put it back. That's why it's not staying too. So we do want to glue our tag down as well. And then we'll hold it all in one spot. How about that? There we go. Just line that up there. That's much better. I can already feel it taking grip. So we've got another little magnet there. Lots better. There we go. I wasn't thinking it through. Okay, so let's just open this up. So I'm going to have this kind of like this into here. So then the magnet would be in there. But my concern is this magnet is not going to work anymore if I add too much there. So let me see what else I could put behind it where I just cover. Actually, I can just do it like this. But how much of the little girl is it going to, it's just going to have the sunflower sticking out. That'll be okay. So let's ink that. Okay. So I'm going to take the sticky off of this magnet and I'm just going to attach it here if I can get this little sticky here. Okay, there we go. So then I've got to just line up the paper how I want it, and then it'll find its spot. Making sure it's finding the right spot. It feels like a weird spot. Oops, that shows you doing the wrong side. So there we go. It did find the right spot. So then we'll just add some glue and sandwich it in between these two sheets. There we go. So now I have all this positioned, and this is only on here by the magnet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back and pull this off, and I know that I need to put glue right past that T, so that's what I'm going to do. About right in here, so that I can attach it to the other side. And hopefully this makes sense. And when we flip through it again, I think it will. So let's just put it on top of its magnet first. And there we go. And we have it on the magnet. Make sure everything's where we want it. And then it's just pressed down. So there we go. We're pressing down. I got a little glue there. Wipe that off. So that's good. So now let's just open it up and see if everything's lined up here well. and that does hold it better. I may not even needed this magnet to begin with, but it may be helping hold that one down. So now let's add our decoration to it. So I'm going to add this gratitude to this little card here. So I'm just going to glue the top part of it only. So that it's just attached to this card, because we don't want to glue it to back here, because then it'll all be stuck closed, won't it? And then we have a little pumpkin that I'm just going to, from the kit. And I think I've already inked it, but I saw a little white spot on them, so I'm just going to go back around just in case. And I'm just going to add that little pumpkin right there. And since my thoughts is that this will be a gratitude journal, I used the word gratitude there on the front. Okay. Now I'm really liking how this is turning out. I'm feeling better about how it's staying closed. Okay, so I've gone ahead and inked a lot of the tags, and there's a lot of journaling cards and embellishments in this kit, like little cards like that and different embellishments. So I've gone ahead and inked a lot of those as well that I think I'll use. And here's one of the larger tags, and I've gone ahead and inked it on the back and on the front. And so this is a little kind of round journaling card type thing from the kit. Let me just do the edges of it real quick on the inside. I didn't do the inside. But it's connected together, and I guess you could cut it apart if you wanted to. But I'm going to use it together because I'm making a little journaling spot on, I don't want to ink it too much. I'm making a little journaling spot on a card. So this little, on a tag. And so this tag is going to fit in the longer pocket right here. So we're just going to fill that pocket, and these tags fit perfectly in those pockets. Just attach the whole thing. And the card, the tag, I keep calling the tag a card, but the tag is made, I printed it on 65-pound cardstock, and then this little piece, journaling piece, is just on 32-pound premium paper. So that way you can kind of know the thickness of it all. And so then I'm going to add, this is a little owl, and it came on a card like this in the kit, and so I just cut around him, and I'm going to add him to the little oval here. Okay, just going to center him up. And then this is a little fussy cut from the kit, so I'm just going to add it around him. It's just some leaves. I think I want them right there. And there's a little saying, or here's some small ones from the kit. And I kind of like that. So I'm going to put it all like that. So I'm going to add the little saying first. Just add at the bottom. And then, actually I need to be working and moving, so I can make sure that this is going to fit. There we go. Everything should fit like that. I don't want the wording to be covered up, so I'm trying to arrange I'm going to arrange the little leaves so it doesn't cover up the wording. I'm just going to figure out again how I had that. There we go. It says, let our lives be full of both thanks and giving. So I love all the sayings that's in this kit. And let's make sure we did not glue it shut. That would be a problem. So let's see here how I want to do that. I think I do want these to be attached and fold. Maybe not. That may not be the best idea. So I'm honestly not liking that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this little guy a pocket. I don't like how it's turning out. So I'm just gluing halfway around the oval. And so he's going to be a little pocket, and then some of the little cards can go in him and down in here into a pocket, because that was just not working out the way I had it. Okay. So the next one, let's lay that one aside to dry right there. So for the next one, we actually just need to add some tags and things to this. So I'm trying to figure out which tags fit into that. There's all kinds of little cards in the kit. But right here, we have little tags. I'm gonna figure out which ones. There's so many different ones that we can use. I like that one. Just wish it could show the whole thing, but showing the clock there looks good. And then in the top one, I had another one I liked. I think that one would be pretty. So I just need to punch the hole in it. Okay. And let's see, what do we want to add? And then, where's our tag? I think it should be dry by now. Here it is. So that's just going to slide right into there. So that's going to work great. And then, I don't know if these will fit here. So that's pretty. Right there. And then we have one more just like it. I got to find it. Not just like it, but similar. That might be cute in there. Or we have a little tag we could put. I may have to trim it down just a little. And let's put these instead. These are little journaling cards. That would look cute in there. You can even put something behind it. Maybe a lighter little card. Or tag, I mean. Okay. Bunch of little tags in like that. Let's see what we have over here. So over here we have room for a large tag. And then we've got plenty of room in this front pocket to put some journaling cards. And I'm thinking a bunch of these little ones. Like that. Okay, I like that one. And so we might want to put more back here. Don't know. That gets quite a few there. The book is just journaling, and then we need a tag here. So here's this tag. So let's figure out how, or card here, let's figure out how we want to decorate this one up. Okay, so for this tag, I've gone ahead and laid out some pieces, and I think I'm just going to layer it up like that and put a little tag in it. These are very simple little tags, but it adds a little pop to them, makes them have a little bit of decoration. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant for this. And this is, I imagine this being good Happy Mail, so I think that it's a great little project that you can do in one evening. So see, I'm just going to add that little tag there, and so we have all that. Then I'm just going to try to ink this right here and just darken it in some. There we go. And then we're just going to add that in our pocket. And I do have this one laid aside because I'm not sure. I really like that little pocket. I found it when I was cutting out some pieces, and I really like it, but I'm not sure where I could use it. I may have to save it for the next project because I've got lots of paper left over from this kit where I can make another one of these or another project. I'm just not sure which one I'm going to do yet. That looks pretty. Okay, put that in there, and then I could add that there, but I think it's a bit small for this spot. Okay, don't know if the book needs anything in it. It might be cute just having the inside of the book, but no, I want to leave these pages for writing. I forgot about that. So I think we've got this one filled up pretty good. I can go back, and I have a bunch of more tags and things that I could add in different spots. I don't know if you could add more than one of these, because I might could add more than one. I know right there I could, and then right here I might could get in another little bitty tag or two. There's a bunch of these little tags as well. I just have to see where I have everything. Oh, here's another one. No, that one's larger. But yeah, so I can just add more to these little pockets. So I do like how this has turned out. I really want to decorate this up, but I really think that I should leave it so whoever gets it can write something there. And then we have this little tag here. So let's just do a quick flip through of it. And okay, so we'll do a quick little flip through because I did notice the lighting when I was putting this together might be a little bright and you couldn't see the colors completely for this paper. at times when I was flipping through it and things. So I want to just do a complete flip through real quick. So the papers, I'm going to try to hold it up so you can see the colors. The colors are so deep and vibrant, and sometimes the lights will wash it out. So I want to be sure that you can see the colors in this kit. And so I just do a quick little flip through, and I really love how this flap turned out. I think that was the answer to the problem. It could be holding this magnet down too, so I don't know if we definitely need this one, but this one's doing a lot of the work and it's doing great. And so then we have our pockets here with all of our tags and these, and then we have a little tag here. And you could add a little bit more to this, but I think if you get to adding too much more, you're going to run into the issue that it's just so full that it's not going to close for you, because all of this adds a lot of thickness to it. And I love how this turned out, this little writing journal. You could just take this kit and make this little writing journal right here and give us a gift, and it would be perfect. You wouldn't have to do the rest of this. But I do love this little folio. I love how it turned out. And my whole intention for it is that it would make good Happy Mail, or it'd be good for someone who wanted to get it to use as their gratitude journal this year. So I am going to be putting this one in my shop as soon as I get this video uploaded. It should be in my shop within the hour or so. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.